Straight in, spawning into the top left position is the blue Zerg player Lambo. Wow, I'm really... This doesn't happen often that I'm casting the same player 2 days in a row.
It sometimes happens, though it does give you a very good insight on how his form is, how he's playing, and how he's gonna do against his opponent spawning in the bottom right hand corner. It is not Aaron1, who is my favorite person in the chat. It is from Alien Invasion CPU.
Oh my god.
Hmm?
Oh my god. Alien Invasion has improved on their logo.
Yeah, they actually.
Haven't you noticed the purple is gone? I mean, as well, not gone like gone. It's still on the ground, but it's not at the nexus.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know what you mean. It actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, it actually is pretty nice. Now, if they could improve on their purple logo, all would be good in my world.
But the purple on the ground, it doesn't look as bad as the old spinning thing did, though. No, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just, you know, not talking, not doing anything. Pool going down for Lambo, opening with a pool first. Very safe opening. This is a 2-player map. So, you know.
When you were quiet, I could just see you zooming in on that Alien Invasion logo, being like, yep, that's what we want to see. That's what we need to improve on. But we do see the pool first from Lambo. And a very standard opening from CPU with the gateway.
Yeah, the gateway has finished, and this is probably going to be... No, it's going to be a Cybercore, no Nexus before gateway. Probably a Zealot will be queued up and will be cancelled at 300 minerals, so that CPU can go ahead and build his Nexus a little bit faster. Now, this has one weakness. Against pool first openings, if you cancel that Zealot, it can just so happen that you lose the low ground pylon.
Right, that could happen. If there are some Zerglings coming in right now, you would definitely lose it. But with the timing of the pool, it's not gonna happen. Plus, there's no big investment in Zerglings at this time, but it's a little bit more risky. But on the other side, it does give you a good indication that that pressure is coming, and you can start chrono boosting out that Zealot while they take out the pylon. So that would have been at least a little bit of a win, but you don't usually see that.
Yeah, you know, some Zergs do it. Some Zergs just go for pool first and immediately slam out 6 Lings and just go straight into the Protoss natural base, especially on 2-player maps. Some Zergs really like to do it. Devil from Isuba is one of those. Varial is another one. Who else? Tefel likes to do it sometimes. He always opens pool first, and whenever he gets a chance to be aggressive, he just is. That's just how he rolls. But Lambo playing ultra safe almost every single time. Opens with a pool first, but does not commit almost anything to his units. Sometimes it can be his downfall, specifically in ZVZs, where he just does not have enough units when an attack comes, and then he struggles to defend.
Yeah, but so far I do like his opening in this game, though. I mean, he scouts with his overlords, he gets a good sense of what's going on, and after that, he starts just getting out that economy that he can really get in this game so far. And if his opponent would have been like pressuring early on or something like that, he can respond with extra Zerglings. So I do like that opening from him. He might lose that overlord though. CPU is really chasing it.
I don't know.
If he goes around, he's gonna lose it.
He should probably move it a little bit away. Yeah, he's gonna lose it.
Yeah, but there's no real area where you can actually put it, because the mothership core is gonna see that it's there.
Exactly.
So it's an overlord spot that would have been great in Wings of Liberty.
So here's the thing, Lambo only just now started mining the gas, because he did take the third before getting his gas. Usually you do this when you are up against a Forge expansion, which Lambo is not. He's up against a gateway expand. So, you know, if CPU goes for a +1 attack on the third base, this could prove to be a little bit problematic. Fortunately, Lambo does think about this as well. He does have a Roach Warren being built, and it does not look like CPU wants to be aggressive. Probably he's going to shoot for the +2 at least, maybe even a Blink and a Robo facility, and a third base. There we go.
That was actually pretty sloppy from Lambo there. He moved in with an Overlord to see what was going on in the main base, which is excellent. And he queued up one Overlord, so he wouldn't get supply blocked to replace that Overlord. But he forgot that he lost the Overlord earlier on, so he was like supply block for a full 25 seconds there before actually getting out of that. So that's going to slow him down a little bit. But he does have time, as CPU is taking his third base, and Lambo does do a good job of spotting that immediately with his Zergling.
Yeah, Robo Facility going down at the third, no less. That's a pretty dangerous place to put a Robo Facility at. Now I'm looking for the Twilight Council somewhere. There we go, in the main base, just now has been thrown down. Now what are the options for the Zerg player right now? Because when a Protoss does this, they're gonna have a ridiculously strong push about 4 minutes from now, with a lot of gateways, a lot of Immortals, a lot of sentries, +2 finished, and Blink done. And the Zerg player, he's going to be on Roach Hydra.
Yeah, that's gonna be really hard to hold if he's on just Roach Hydra without upgrades. But it's definitely possible. Hydras do a crazy amount of damage. If there's no splash damage, if there's no Colossus involved, he could do alright if he goes for Immortals right now. Yep, he's going for Immortals. So I think with Hydras, he should be able to hold this off if he gets a large army of Hydras and gets into a good position, of course. There are some chokes on this map where you can definitely hold, like at your natural. If they break the rocks, that's a very small choke. And at the third base, it's gonna be a little bit difficult, though.
I think Lambo needs to find out what is going on, because from the looks of it, he thinks he's going to be up against Colossus.
Yeah.
He's getting a Spire to be able to go into Corruptors if he sees Colossi. He's a little bit reluctant to go into Hive just yet. Tries to take a fourth base. You know, we have seen this style of play coming out of Fnatic Spink a lot in the past in DSCL, in the first group phase, where he would do this type of composition on 2 or 3 bases, more often 3 than 2. And he always just completely destroyed every single Zerg he came across, and it looked so easy because the build is so powerful and it hits at such a critical time. Zergs are having quite a tough time dealing with that.
But if you want to deal with it, you're going to need Hydras and maybe Infestors, right? I think Infestors would be the best unit to hold it off, especially because they do so much damage to sentries and they hold everything in place against the Blink. And it's already going to the 11-minute mark, so Infestors are not out of the order. They could have easily been on the field right now.
Good scouting coming out of Lambo right now. He does scout with a Changeling. He knows that Colossus transition is only now in the works. So he knows he's got a little bit of time. He knows exactly the setup he's up against. He did scout the Dark Shrine and the Twilight Council, so he knows Blink is probably already in play. We have a couple of DTs morphing in, but all the way across inside CPU's third base, as there are no proxy pylons out on the map, which honestly is a shame. I would have loved to see a proxy pylon hidden somewhere, or at least a war prism, just to make that harassment a little bit more effective.
They're not going to do a lot of damage. There's a Spore Crawler in the third base, and there's an Overseer with the army for Lambo. So Lambo's well prepared for this. There's even an Overseer at a cute location. Do you see that at the natural? The place where the other Overlord died? Well, this is a little bit of revenge, because defensively he's doing this very good. He's actually lost like 2 Zerglings to 3 DTs. That's amazing trade for him.
Oh yeah, definitely. There are a couple of drones dying at the fourth base as there are no units, but that's going to be taken care of. DT getting only 4 kills there. Oh, come on, DT, don't run away. Just don't be a bitch. Yeah, there we go. Die! Die! Lambo is pretty well set up. He's going to be working off of 8 gases right now, so he can freely transition into Hive. But oh, whoa! Here's an interesting transition from CPU. Double Stargate being thrown down. Maybe he is expecting a Mutalisk switch. Yeah, here it is, actually.
Yeah, the Mutas flew in. And they are doing a little bit of damage, at least forcing the probes off the mineral line. I like that that switch up from Lambo, because look at the army movement on the map. The army's gonna be so much out of position for this belt. That third base, it's gonna be gone if he focuses it. The units have to go all the way around back. The Mutas are in the main base. This is a great multi-pronged attack from Lambo so far.
Very deftly done here. Main base under attack, unable to mine. The Mothership Core is there, unable to recall the army. Did trigger a full-time overcharge, but CPU is losing a lot here right now. And Lambo, interestingly enough, he's not focusing on damaging the economy in the sense of knocking out the third base. He's just going straight up to kill his opponent.
Yeah, because in the meanwhile, CPU has decided, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and go for the base trade scenario, where he's attacking him instead of defending properly. You can see in the supply that Lambo still has a significant army, but a lot of that is dying to the Stalkers in the main base. The Photon Overcharge is doing a good job of killing a lot of these units. I don't know where his army's at, but I'm guessing he's making a defense for
you know what I think? I think CPU ultimately will hold on in the main base. All the weapons have been coming towards the main base, towards defense, not offense. So he was able to knock out the 4th base of Lambo. True, this army up in the north is more than likely dead. It has no means of retreating.
This is such a smart move, because Lambo still has 4 bases. If he just defends right now, he's crippled his opponent so far that it's gonna be nigh impossible to get back in this game.
Yeah, definitely. And look at this, he's not even thinking about the Immortals. He's focusing on eliminating all the anti-air, all the Stalkers, so that the Mutas survive for as long as possible. He knows this will give him the edge ultimately. And I like how he's fighting constantly in combination with the Mutalisk, Hydroisk, and Roaches. There's a GG called by CPU as he's been bled out of resources. That was a turn for the unexpected.